Okay, let's jump right in. Welcome to the Explainer. I know you're probably holding your phone vertically right now, maybe mindlessly scrolling through your feed. Well, just hit pause for a quick second. Today, we are diving into a really wild psychological case study. It's called Three Minds, One Journey. We're going to look at how people with vastly, and I mean vastly, different personalities don't just tolerate each other, but actually team up to achieve something massive.
So, let me ask you this. Who are the three minds in every single room? Seriously, think about your own life for a minute. Your classroom, your office workspace, your core group chat. Wherever you happen to hang out, there is this totally distinct psychological dynamic playing out right under your nose. So let's meet the three specific archetypes that are pretty much sitting in every single social setting.
First up on the roster, we've got Arav. Arav is your classic textbook extrovert. He's the one talking, acting, and just absolutely flooding the space with energy. He feeds off the crowd. Honestly, he's the guy who's probably had like 3 coffees before you even managed to roll out of bed. It's all about forward momentum, quick reactions, and just putting it all out there.
But then, okay, let's slow it down for a second. We shift gears entirely to Kabir. Kabir is our introvert. He's the observer. He processes everything super deeply and actually seeks out the quiet. Where Arav needs all that chaotic noise to feel alive, Kabir absolutely relies on silence and internal thought. He's the guy sitting at the edge of the room, quietly absorbing every single detail.
And then, finally, we arrive at our third mind, Vihan, the Ambivert. He is the literal bridge between the chaos and the calm. It's rare, but he's the kind of person who truly understands both of those extremes. Vihan acts as this vital, grounded glue for the group. He can totally handle Arav's high-octane energy, but he also deeply, deeply respects Kabir's need for peace and quiet.
Now, it's just basic human nature to gravitate toward people who act exactly like we do, right? We love mirrors of ourselves. But here is the fascinating psychological secret about these three. They didn't become friends because they were similar. No way. They became friends exactly because they were completely different. Having that cognitive diversity is literally what wipes out their blind spots.
But let's be totally real here. It is not always a smooth ride. You've got Araz's reality, which is just constant action, right? He's always demanding, dude, why are you always so quiet? And then you have Kabir's reality, deep thought, and he's sitting there wondering, why do you literally never stop talking? When you put extroverted noise and introverted silence in the exact same room, they are biologically bound to clash.
So how do they even survive that clash without losing their minds? Well, that is exactly where the ambivert steps in. Imagine an emotional flashpoint. Arav is super frustrated by the silence, Kabir is totally overwhelmed by the noise, and Vihan just steps right in and says, stop, both of you matter. He creates this crucial safe space of mutual respect, showing them that, hey, these are just different tools for different situations.
And that one intervention, it leads to this incredible dynamic, the synergy of differences. Back in their school days, they ended up forming this perfectly balanced unit. It's like a well-oiled machine. One speaks for the group, handling all the social heavy lifting. One thinks for the group, providing that deep strategic foundation. And one balances the group, making sure the pendulum never swings too far in one direction. An absolutely unstoppable triad.
Now, we aren't just looking at a quick snapshot here. We're tracking a lifelong journey. We're talking early school days, transitioning into this massive personal evolution during college, and finally, getting thrown into the high-stakes crucible of hardcore exam preparation. As their environment gets tougher and way more demanding, their psychological bond is literally forced to mature.
And what's really amazing to watch is the profound evolution that happens along the way. Because, being in close, long-term proximity to totally different personalities, it forces you to grow. Arav, the loud extrovert, actually learns the power of just listening. Kabir, the quiet introvert, learns how to confidently express his ideas out loud. And Vihan, our peacemaker, he learns how to truly step up and lead. Actually, scratch that. They didn't just try to change each other, they elevated each other.
This evolution funnels straight into their shared ambitions. You see, aiming big, planning smart equals shared dreams. Arav is the one bringing these massive, sky-high ambitions to the table. Kabir brings the meticulous, super grounded strategy to actually make it possible. And Vihan, he brings the unified execution to get it done. They've essentially become this highly functioning machine, all working toward a massive common destiny.
But hey, every machine needs a stress test, right?
The late-night study sessions start getting incredibly long, the academic pressure gets overwhelmingly heavy, there's this constant ticking clock in the background as the most important exams of their entire lives rapidly approach. And this kind of intense environment, it pushes their whole dynamic to the absolute brink.
Because even the absolute strongest minds can break under that kind of pressure. Kabir, who's always been the deep-thinking rock of the group, actually hits a wall. He just breaks down and admits he can't do it. But that's exactly when you hear it. We finish this together. Arhav reminds him of just how far they've come, and Bihan provides that steady anchor. The extrovert and the ambivert literally pull their introverted friend right back onto his feet.
Which brings us to the ultimate moment of truth. Result day. Just imagine the glow of a phone screen lighting up their tired faces. That heart-pounding suspense while they wait for the notification to pop up. It's the climax of years spent balancing these wildly conflicting traits, and the realization, it is completely triumphant. They didn't just pass, they crushed it. They rose to the occasion. Their uniquely balanced approach worked flawlessly.
So, what's the real core lesson we can take from all this? Well, an extrovert alone is really just noise, and an introvert alone is just silence. When these powerful personality types try to operate in total isolation, they hit a huge ceiling. They are fundamentally limited. They just lack that essential counterbalance you absolutely need to thrive in such a complex world.
But when you bring them together, oh man, they become harmony. That is the beautiful resolution here. True, lasting success is absolutely not about being the loudest person in the room or honestly even the smartest. It's entirely about taking vastly different strengths and seamlessly blending them together until the individual weaknesses just disappear.
So, the crucial takeaway I really want you to leave with today is this. Find people who complete you, not people who copy you. Seriously, stop looking for friends and teammates who just agree with everything you say and mirror your exact personality. Go out there and seek the people who challenge your default settings. Find the people who expertly fill in your blind spots. Which leaves us with one final, super vital question for you. Who completes your harmony? Take a critical look at your own inner circle right now. If you're the noise, who is your silence? And if you're the silence, well, who is your noise? Take a really good look around today, because your ultimate success, it might depend entirely on the person who is your complete and total opposite.